Alrighty, hello everybody, and welcome back to the J's One Key Event 4th edition. We are back with the final matchup of the semifinals weekend, and oh boy, what a matchup it is gonna be. It is gonna be Mini Egg going up against Zoobin to see who will be taking that last spot in the losers bracket. As always, my name is Sparky, and I'm joined in the commentary booth this time around by none other than Epic Man 2. How's it going, man?
Yo, yeah, it's going pretty good. Thank you so much for that lovely introduction, Sparky, coming back again after that 12 UTC match earlier. Relatively early hours for you, from what I've observed, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to set an alarm for it.
It was, like, so rare, like, to see you commentating that early, like...
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Gotta give the winners bracket some love. Gotta make sure it gets commentated. So
yeah,
small sacrifices. Plus, I mean, the ones I was gonna do didn't happen, so I had to account for it somehow. So
yeah, no, that's fair enough. Yeah.
So for right now, looks like Mini Egg. It's gonna be a couple minutes. Looks like they just woke up. Isn't it like? Okay, you're closer to them than I am. Isn't it like 4 o'clock right now in the afternoon? 5?
Yeah, it is.
Maybe?
It is 4 p.m.
Oh, jeez. My brain cannot comprehend the idea of waking up any time past like 8 a.m. I feel like the day is ruined if I wake up after like... if I actually naturally wake up after 8, I feel like I've wasted the day. I can't fathom waking up at 4 p.m.
Nah, honestly, I feel you. Like, whenever it comes to me, like, as a British person myself, I always try to wake up at least around 6 a.m., like, whenever I have business days, you know? So, like,
yeah.
I always gotta be on top, because I usually have to try and catch my bus at, like, 7:30 in the morning. Like,
oh, boy.
If every time I have, like, I don't know, like, classes at, like, you know, 9 o'clock, it's like, I always gotta be there on time. I gotta be, like, the first of the pack to actually arrive into the mix, you know what I mean? So yeah.
Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, for me it's like I have my alarm's naturally set to like 6:15 every morning, so it's like, I mean, just waking up early isn't hard. It's just waking up early on a weekend for a 6 a.m. match. I actually did have to set an alarm to make sure I didn't oversleep, and it actually caught me off guard this morning. I'm like, I heard the alarm go off, and I'm like, what? I thought I had my brain's so hardwired to think it's a work day when I hear my alarm, so I'm like, what? I thought something was going wrong here, but yeah, no, we're just waiting for these two to make their appearance. At least we know Zoobin's here. We'll just have to wait and see when Mini Egg wakes, like, fully turns on their computer and stuff. So should make things a little bit interesting. I think Jay of all people is really surprised that Zoobin seeded 9th. In this tournament, when all was said and done, because we know that they're capable of swinging some pretty gnarly performances, rivaling those in the finals bracket, like the winners bracket. So a little bit down, but I mean that's not going to stop them. I think they have a pretty decent shot of taking some points off of Mini Egg, and I mean Mini Egg has been here for quite a while now, and their rise has been nothing short of like meteoric, where it's like, I think it was like a barely qualified in JOKE4, if I recall correctly, or DNQ, to now being literally one of the best one key players in this bracket. So I mean, it should be a fun one when it does happen, but for right now, like I said, just waiting on the players to get into the lobby so we can get things underway.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, knowing both these players, since I basically am representing the same country as they are in specific.
I mean, you've played with these guys.
Oh yeah, no, I did play with them in MWC last year, and I hardly did anything, because all I did was just play as maps that no one played, but...
Right.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
a while ago, I was like, yeah.
It's crazy to think that it's like we have to say goodbye to one of these two players, and there's a likelihood, like, you have Spanner Dude in the losers bracket now that's going to be going up against I believe Peaceful next weekend, and the winner of this match goes up against Maddie next weekend. the fact that it could be another UK versus UK matchup if whoever wins here and Spanner Dude win next weekend, it's kind of like you guys are just kind of lining up and kind of like, all right, who feels like advancing this week?
My hands up.
My hands up too. I'm just bad. I would love to still be playing here, but yeah, I mean, we had some. I think this tournament's done a really good job of not having too many win by defaults. We've had a couple. Don't get me wrong. I think every tournament naturally has a few, but I honestly, it feels like everybody that's remaining is like, you see those names and it's like, yeah, that tracks.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I know for a fact that both these players are incredibly versatile, like, you know, when it comes to their own repertoire. Like, it's basically like whenever you know, when you see those guys in the movies and like they just have like a leather jacket, they open it up and then you just see like a bunch of Glocks that they have like in the underlayer for some reason.
Pretty much.
Like, that's literally just both of them. They're literally just both the men in black, just like staring down each other and full on. Like, they're both incredible players coming from the UK, and the fact that they literally have to come here for this friendly fire match of its own right between the Brits here is definitely a very scary sight to see. I know for a fact that Zoobin can definitely thrive off of a lot of the rice maps in question. I feel like Miniag will definitely give Zoobin a bit of a run for his money over on the Ellen Hybrid category, for example, though. Even though, again, Miniag's previous match was a full for it, so he didn't really give much information to Zoobin as opposed to vice versa, where Zoobin did play their match earlier against Minus from the USA. So therefore, he does have a fair idea on what scores Zoobin may have on certain maps, for example. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at the MP link for Zoobin's match against Minus, and it's literally just like, I mean, what do? 990k is on everything except for what, Gaviscon? So the speed pick, and that's just a singular miss dropping their score down. So it's like, I mean, basically able to 990k everything in the pool. Just whether or not they can maintain the consistency would be the question, but it seems like they have the physical aspect on lock. Miniag, since you mentioned, or like you mentioned, got the win by default, so we don't really know where they're at in terms of their scores, but I imagine it's going to be one of those where it'll be close in terms of if they can FC and if they catch Zoobin on a miss somewhere, they should be able to have a score close enough to rival. Like, it's not going to be like a 920k to like a 980 type of a matchup. It's going to be like Miniag in and around the 990k range on the maps they're best at. At least that's what I'm thinking. Not having scores to go on is kind of like you're kind of taking a shot in the dark, because this is a half step up, but everything is pretty hard in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, especially for the fact that majority of the map pool is a fair step up from the previous round, as you've mentioned earlier. It does make a little more sense that a lot of these maps are still within the comfort zone of Zoobin, as we have seen. Oh, Miniag's in the lobby now, thank God.
Perfect. All right.
Yep. So yeah, I was gonna say, like, it's pretty much like, I would imagine both of these players would probably save the speed pick full here. I know Zoobin probably still feels confident on that map, probably still has the potential to get over 970k as they did get this round, but then again, like, I don't know, Gaviscon's literally just aneurysm map. Like, there's just no other description to it. Like,
yeah, it's pretty hard, and the fact that we've already seen some really disgusting scores on it this weekend is ridiculous. But I mean, we'll just have to wait to see. It feels like the Venn diagram of these two skill sets, at least when it comes to more rice-oriented maps, is a pretty close to being a circle, where yes, we might give like the narrow advantage to Zoobin for some of the rice picks, but I feel like Miniag in their own right can withstand at least a couple of the picks. It's not going to be like a complete like whitewash, but I imagine they're going to want to stick to the LN hybrids and just see if Zubin can maintain, which I mean they were able to. All credit to them. So can they repeat that performance is going to be the question. Going into this one, the rolls are coming out. It is going to be the 16 from Zoobin to the 85 from Mini Egg, so really close to equaling 100 for both of them. But Mini Egg will be choosing, and it's going to be Rice 4.
Yeah, that's gonna be Mion times 6. This one is a bit of an interesting one. It's a bit of a very safe pick to start off with, but it's also pretty good as well. It kind of, I would say this makes the most sense for Miniac to pick first, just because, I mean, he literally just woke up, so
Yeah.
for a matter of fact, it's like, this is literally like very burst alternating oriented, so in a way, it's probably like makes the most sense to throw out as the initial pick of the round, just to try and test the waters of what exactly you're capable of. Zoobin did play this map earlier in their previous round, and they had got a 994k, which is honestly still a really good score in its own right. So we'll just have to see how Miniac can stand up to that, because that was a statement made by Zoobin in the previous match. So we're gonna have to see whether that is reciprocated here, or if Miniac tries to climb on top of that and set a new high.
Yeah, for sure. And like I think true to your point of they just woke up, this is probably the most cut and dry type of a map, and a good way to kind of get the hands going without like really overexerting yourself. You don't have to think too hard about what is to come. And it's pretty short, a minute 38. Just let the hands go a little bit. And as we get started, early 200 from Miniac to start things off, maybe just anticipating the first couple of notes and finding a break to kick things off. Zoobin, I mean, I imagine this is going to be the tail of the tape for them, where on these rice picks going to be hovering this 99.9 range, as Miniag is still trying to settle in here. I'll give him a map to kind of shake the cobwebs off, because I know I felt this way this morning in the booth, so I don't blame them.
Yeah, I mean, this is basically just how it feels waking up, that, like, when you have, like, a pretty variable, just sleep schedule in general, so Miniac's mind is still probably quite foggy, like, basically just about 23 meters worth of fog or something like that, but at the same time, he's still doing what he can to at least, like, play through the map, even if it's, like, basically just nigh unrecoverable at this point. Zoobin basically has it just pretty much proven that he's still able to play through the map, like, no matter what the cost is. It's pretty much like what you'd expect. I mean, this is the first point after all, so it's not going to be entirely consequential for either of these players, because I know that when Miniac puts his mind to something, he can definitely try and bring it back by quite a big margin if he does at least de-rust from the somberness from earlier, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, something else I thought of. I don't think Miniag is a fast scroll speed player, now that I think about it. So I'm wondering, we'll wait and see what they say in the IRC chat if they do say something about it, but I want to say they're a low scroll speed player. Yeah, they forgot to change the scroll speed. So yeah, kind of tying the hands behind the back before the map even started there. So that's why you don't wake up 5 minutes after the match starts. Well, I mean, I think they started before, but you need that time to kind of get settled in. So for a first map wake-up call, at least it was a minute 38 as opposed to like the 3.5 minute maps that we have in this pool. So it was a quick in, quick out. Get the scroll speed adjusted. Then we can see what they're made of. Because I was like, wait a second, no, they're not this. I don't want to sound mean, but it's like they're not this bad at reading things this hard. It's literally just that it was too fast. That makes more sense. As we
I can. Oh, sorry.
Sorry, I was gonna say Zoobin gonna be picking speed 2 before we dive back on into that discussion about the scroll speeds.
Oh, speed 2 this early. Oh, what are you doing?
They want revenge on this map, probably.
Jeez, of course.
It's personal. It's also short.
Yeah, most maps in this map pool are kind of short, except from like maybe 3 of them, but I'm not sure off the top of my head. But yeah, I can definitely confirm that Miniac's scroll speed is like really slow, because I've been in various Discord voice chats with him, and he's basically just like got like a really crushed like skin or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's pretty much it. I mean, like it helps him to read. So
All right,
like
there's
as long as
some
he has that set, then it should be pretty good for the rest of the match. Hopefully.
there's some tomfoolery afoot. They're both
Hidden?
playing with hidden. All right. Okay, no. This is funny because I'm pretty sure they both hopped in a. I am willing to put money that they're both in a Discord VC right now, just kind of shooting the breeze while they play this match. I mean, Maniac just woke up, but I feel like there's some mutual understanding about the relative skill level between the two of them, and I mean. It might be reading too much into it. I wouldn't be surprised by it. I've seen in the UK matchups they're usually hanging out in the public VC while they're playing, so that wouldn't surprise me too much. Zoobin, no stranger to playing with visual mods. It's not surprising that while they're losing some accuracy to the actual like play field, they're more than capable of reading something like this. I think Miniag may be a little bit more discomforted by it. I'm willing to bet they also didn't change their. No, they did adjust it. It's not raining down as fast as Zubin's anymore. But I mean, 36,000 points, the advantage for Zoobin. I imagine this is more just, like I said, just mutual kind of like, all right, yeah, we'll go through it. Miniag's probably tired.
Yeah. I mean, this is basically what you'd expect of like just waking up like really late or something.
Yeah.
Like as we mentioned, we did talk about how it's just really hard to just wake up at a time like after 10 a.m. Like even on like days where you just don't even have work or anything. Like this is the last day before we have to go back to our jobs. We have to go back to touching grass on Monday or something like that. But that side, it does seem like it's going to be 2-0 for Zoobin right now, going off of another break, going to take that break point that they initially got from Miniag and gets another one on top of what seems to be a pretty funny pick, or at least a pick with some funny side effects or something, but it does seem like we go for Hybrid 1 afterwards. Miniag in the turn for this one is going to be Azure Iris, Aoi, mapped by Jay. I assume this one's going to be a little more of the straightforward hybrids, albeit, can I really say that if it's like not forky?
I mean, it's very hard to classify the hybrids in this tournament because just by sheer nature, you have to really mesh the LN and hybrid elements, or LN and Rice elements of these maps to where it just becomes this like absolute incomprehensible mishmash sometimes. And I don't want to say loose interpretation, I think just the liberties that all the mappers involved with the hybrids take with being able to get the most difficulty out of it. They're playing with easy now.
Dude,
I don't think that one's allowed. I know we're really lax with the rules, but I don't think we can do that one, guys.
Oh, dude. What does easy even do in Mania anyways? I never like
it
put into the
loosens
lab.
It loosens the timing. So it's the opposite of Hard Rock in Mania. So it gives you we're gonna abort it. We like it. This is a badge tournament. We can't get that loose about it.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're not allowing that. Yeah.
That's crazy.
They can fight me on it and complain about it, but I'm not risking. Their silliness is not worth it. Let's see.
Unless if it's hidden, then sure.
Yeah, hidden's fine.
Hidden's silly. Yeah.
Mirror is fine. Any of the key mods is fine because it actually doesn't change things.
I mean, there's still quite a bunch of mods that are like pretty much fine in this category. I mean, I would imagine that Relax and Cinema Mode are probably fine. Actually, no, not Cinema Mode. That's probably way too far off the rails.
It's a little too loosey-goosey. They can use all the other funny mods. They can play with Flashlight. That's fine. But
Flashlight, yes.
I don't think Create Tees played with Hard Rock in a match. They use Hard Rock to practice, which is ridiculous.
But
they
players do that.
Yeah, that for 1 key it's understandable. You want that tight timing window.
Okay, according to Sleepy Maddie in the Twitch chat, Grapesy used Hard Rock in 1 key World Cup and it got instantly aborted. What?
Yeah, like I said, it's you're allowed to use a free mod, but yeah, we need at least there's a line. There's a tiny little modicum of seriousness. This is still a sanctioned match for as seriously as the players do want to take it. Yeah, we need to make sure. But anyways, we can have the players ready up. We can get underway here. So
yeah, all right. We had the fun. We may as well just get back into the serious. It does seem like Zoobin in the IRC chat has got its game face on, so we may as well see what's going to be the outcome of this pick specifically. Mini Egg still yet to shake off the doziness from the sleep from earlier, but oh my goodness, that is really quick. Oh my god, no, don't tell me. No.
All right.
Oh my god.
Listen, hey, it's allowed. Like I said, this is them doing fun things. Like I said, they're probably in a VC having a laugh. It's fine, but
yeah, no, it's like
it's just funny to look at.
Yeah, I know. It's just like
I'm fine with it. Like, hey, if there's mutual consent, they can do whatever they want. At the end of the day, I wouldn't be surprised if the next map they play on what's the lowest allowable scroll speed in Mania, like 4, before it just becomes like a squish, like an actual like everything compressed.
Yeah.
Genuinely, I would love to see the lowest scroll speed, or see them try and do it, and seeing if anything were to come of it. But yeah, I think we understand what is afoot here. Thankfully, they put no fail on in case they do actually like spike an entire section. They're not gonna completely blow the map. So I'm grateful for that, at least.
Yeah, thankfully. I mean, honestly, by all means, the second coming of Intelizer would be really funny to see within this tournament alone. Just like playing like with the smallest possible scroll speed in the middle of a match, like out of nowhere. I mean, that'll probably benefit Mini Egg. I'm not sure about Zoobin because I haven't really seen him play SB that much, except from when we did our MWC qualifiers last year. But that aside, it does seem like Zoobin is ahead by about 200,000 points. Yeah. I can't even say anything here. It's just like.
No, we've reached a level where even I can't keep up with the notes right now. It's like I can't say anything because I can't physically see it. So I have fair play. It's 3-0
Yeah.
Zoobin. I'm looking forward to see what they get up to next, but it'd be interesting to see what Zoobin goes for in this one. Like I said, I will take a stab. I'm thinking they're gonna keep it to the short map still. I don't think we're gonna see something like Revixy or Live in Life. Rice 1 makes sense.
Yeah.
Another pretty short one. But I do want to see. That was, I think, 40 scroll speed. I do want to see the lowest one. That's my request if we're going to be doing this. Or flashlight. Right. Flashlight's also fun to look at.
Oh yeah. All right, our money is on the board. We're gonna see whether they are gonna be playing on the smallest scroll speed possible, or if they are gonna pull out the flashlight. Whether they are going to continue messing around for the first few picks in this round, whether it's either is gonna like stay like this for the remainder of the round and somehow Zoobin is gonna win off of that alone, or we're just gonna see Mini Egg start pulling his weight a bit, become awake, first of all, and just basically just start rocking and rolling throughout the rest of the match. So
Yeah,
I mean, that could still be a possibility. Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no. I was gonna keep tacking onto your point. I mean, personally, I wouldn't mind if they just kept doing this and Zoobin got all the points, but because it just means that we get 6 maps. That's it. But
Yeah.
If they do decide to lock in, I'm fine with that too. Just so long as they avoid Hard Rock and Easy, that's perfectly fine. They can do whatever they want, mutual consent. If it was just a one-sided affair, I'd be way more annoyed by it. But the fact that they're both doing it, I'm fine with it. Yay! Cool. Yes.
Yes!
We get to see. Yes. Okay.
Let's
Guys,
go!
this is what one key looks like when you crank the scroll speed all the way down. If it wasn't immediately apparent, we are. Hey, wait, hold on. Wait. We've got what everybody wanted. We got SV in the 4th edition of Jay's One Key event. Welcome to the Price 1 SV pick.
That is insane! Oh my god! Bro, all I see is just lines of crack. I can't even see anything else, dude. Like, what is that? Like, oh my god. The axis is just skyrocketing downwards as well. It's just...
It's like, yes, pure memo.
Bro, exactly.
Honestly, if they aren't just tapping everything, I'd be surprised. It's like the little gaps give them some semblance of an idea of what is happening. What's next? We can take this opportunity to think about what they're gonna try next. Because we've got max scroll speed, we've got minimum scroll speed. They've played with hidden. They tried easy. That's not allowed, so we had to put a stop to that.
They have tried it.
They have tried it. I mean, flashlight's there. They can't use Hard Rock, and none of the key mods work. So, and mirror is a joke in this. Pardon the pun. I didn't mean for it to be a pun, but the only rational thing they can try next. Oh, they could do hidden. No, they can't mix hidden and flashlight. Damn it. So flashlight. I guess flashlights. Yeah, I think flashlight's the next reasonable thing to try. I'm shocked that the accuracies are this close. The score is negligible, but the fact that it's only 2% between the two of them is kind of insane.
That's insane. Oh god, they're reaching the end as well. There's only really just like a few notes left, and then they're basically it. But it's already still 30,000 points. It's the favorite.
The end of the map. That's hilarious. We can literally see the ending. All right.
Oh my god, dude.
D. We get to see letters we normally never see in this tournament.
Wow, D. That's the 4th letter of the Afro alphabet.
Afrobet, I got you.
Afrobet? What?
Yep. All right, Mini egg up to pick next.
Ooh.
Again, I'm thinking, one hand trilling. All right, speed. Oh Jesus. Okay. Wait, no. Okay, if there's one person I could trust to be able to do that, it is Zoobin. So I hope that they record their hand, like a hand cam for this one, if they do decide to do it, because that will be insane to watch.
Bro, they actually picked Spanner 1. That's crazy.
Oh my god.
Oh god, bro. I'm actually going to lose it in the middle of this match. There's no way.
I'm surprised you haven't lost it already. I'm well far gone. As soon as I saw Hidden come out, I'm like, all right, I know what we're in for here now.
Bro. No, oh my god. I'm trying so hard to keep my composure up, bro. It's just...
Nah, it's fine. This is what they wanted. This is what they're gonna get. So, all right, let's see what the gimmick is for this one. If there even is one, they at any point they can just lock in and just, I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, so no mods. I imagine Zoobin's gonna try and one-hand this. Maybe Mini Egg's gonna try one-handing this. So,
oh, it's
that's my guess.
Yeah. Wouldn't it be really funny if Miniac just did a reverse sweep full on and won the match without having to lose any more points from here on?
Well, this would be a good start. I think Zoobin is actually trying to one-hand this, so I guess Miniac isn't gonna do any shenanigans here. So a wild start for Miniac.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, I think you're right about Zoobin actually one-handing this. He's trying to put his FFR tournament capabilities to the test, and it seems to be working out. It's just dropping down to, just dropping down below 90% actually, though. That's the only problem.
Yeah, it's a valiant effort. I think that's a higher accuracy than most people can swing on one hand on this map. So kudos to them. Miniac gonna be avoiding the sweep. I think that was the goal at the end of the day. Maybe if they have enough of a cushion, they could try transitioning to like a one-hand style, but I feel like it would just be like miss after miss. Halfway point, they get to see the scores, so they get to see the consequences of their actions.
Literally. It's just at that point that you know that Miniac is pretty much like already there. He doesn't even need to do anything else, but if he can't exactly let go of his spacebar for the remainder of the map, because otherwise that's just gonna go like what, a gajillion points into the side of Zoobin afterwards. So
yeah,
he's gonna do what he can. Yeah,
it is possible to lose this from this position if they just decide to stop playing. The score loss would be immense.
Yeah. Especially when it's like extremely minimal amounts of notes. Like you can only, this is literally the exact amount of notes you can only hit at once in every other game mode, which equates to a similar amount of points that you would lose upon each miss. So any miss here, if you were to let go of the keyboard, would be insanely drastic. It wouldn't even allow you to win. But at the same time, Maniac's basically just played it normally for once, going into the end of the map. That is 974k into his favor. Probably the first normal score of the entire match, arguably.
Yeah, that was pretty normal.
Yeah.
Maybe making close. Yes, that was very close. Making up for the first map. If the first map was an actual like organic snafu of just forgetting the scroll speed, they've got the point back. So kudos to them avoiding the sweep. Zoobin up to pick once again. We're running out of short maps. Maybe something like Hybrid 3 if they want to keep it short. Both Rices are still up on the table. I think Cheat Codes is also pretty short. I'm trying to think of all the maps that aren't over 3 minutes. Because if there's one thing that players seem to hate is having to pay attention for more than 3 minutes, which I can relate to.
Oh yeah, I mean we live in a generation that's full of people that use TikTok and they're with it acting as well. Most of my friends IRL use TikTok as well, and that's literally like just made just like sensitive towards videos on YouTube that are like over 30 minutes, like literal documentaries at the point. But that probably doesn't even apply to these two. I mean, I know that they are very prolific when it comes to at least playing for a while, like. But it does seem like Hybrid 3 is going to be getting the pick instead, so that's going to be Can You Hear Me? I cannot hear what you're saying, no, sorry.
I couldn't for a second there. You went through a tunnel for a second, but you're fine now.
Me? Wait, what?
Yeah, at the start of when you were speaking, it sounded like you were underwater, but yeah, towards the end, you were fine. Don't worry about it. You're good now. But it was funny.
Okay, I guess you couldn't hear me then.
Yeah, genuinely. Can you hear me? Yes, now I can.
Damn, we're actually becoming way too literal. That is madness.
No, we're transcending this match. We're living the actual map names now.
Yeah.
They're gonna try
Welcome to the future.
Full alternating rolling. Okay. Full alt. So I imagine multiple fingers. They're going back to two hand, which is great. But they're going to be trying to hit every note on a different finger, which will be interesting.
Yeah,
doable.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how this is gonna play out. Whether this probably could be the start to many. Okay, that foam thing just throw off Zoobin by quite a bit.
Yeah, it's really hard to maintain control on this kind of a style. It's really good for like speed rolls because you can kind of just get away with mashing your way through it, but when you have to maintain the slower pace stuff, it can be a little bit difficult. That being said, not bad on the transitional work, but having it does feel a little foreign to what you practice, having to not overroll. And I mean, Miniag gonna be taking full advantage of this as we continue on here.
Yeah, exactly. Maniac pretty much knows business now. Now that he's pretty much woken up, he's fallen awake at this point. He's ready to finally snack some points into his favor, and it's literally just based off of the fact that both these players are kind of still messing around. It's just Zoobin just playing around with, you know, what he can within tournament bounds, because they know that Hard Rock and Easy are not really allowed in this tournament, so it's really just down to trying to adjust with playing styles now, since since both players are pretty much physical. Yeah.
I mean, who knows? Maybe. God, I really hope they don't take this to tiebreaker and they just handshake like best man wins on it. Oh, we haven't seen the tiebreaker, so it'd be nice, but I mean, come on, guys.
It would be really crazy to think about, bro. Just imagine like an entire match where both players are just messing around and it's just the tiebreaker. This feels like the literal opposite to this one match that me and Miniag like commentated like over a year ago, where it was a show match of one of the Dynascape's intermediate couples, and basically it was like these two Brits playing a Squiddy and a guy called Jeff, and I was literally like messing around so much. This is literally just that, but translated into playing, where Miniag's actually pulling his weight, and it's now 4-2 in terms of scoreline. Still biased in favor of Zoobin for the time being, but that can probably change within a few points if Miniag still continues this raft that they have been wreaking across the field of Sparta, Altanar.
Somewhere.
Somewhere, yeah. The middle of nowhere.
London. I don't know.
London, yeah! I don't think either of them even live in London. I think they just live in don't
reveal it, but that was my best guess. Like, I was trying to think of what the most outrageous like city name in the UK is, and for whatever, my brain defaulted to London because I couldn't think of anything. But
I have one. Wait.
All right, hit us.
Pneumono ultramicroscopic silica volcano coniosis shear.
All right. I wanted an actual city, but that
is an actual city.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh no.
I saw it in my dreams.
Oh, okay.
What did you seriously know? Did you think that was gonna be?
Listen, I don't live over there.
Yeah. I'm literally like inside London. I see everything. I've seen roadmen just fooling, just tap dancing on the streets or something. I don't know.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to Rise 3. First time I've seen this one. I didn't get much of a chance to do much this weekend, but all right. Zoobin bring out the flashlight. Miniag didn't get the memo. So good luck to Zoobin. We'll be. Oh, thank you. I can actually see their playfield now.
Thank you so much.
All right, cool. I can see Miniag's playfield.
Yeah, at least for Miniag, we can at least see what he's doing. Zoobin, I suppose, is doing what they can. He did play this. Yeah, he did play this in their match earlier and got 990k. So. But it doesn't seem like it's gonna be possible this time around because the accuracy is already dead. I am so sorry.
Yeah, this one's a wash also. So it's kind of unfortunate Miniag didn't put a flashlight on, but all right, it is what it is.
Yeah.
So we continue on. I wonder. Hold on. It's 2-4. I'm wondering if they still think it's first to 5, and they're thinking that Zoobin is on match point. It'd be so funny if they get to 4-4, one of them wins the 5th one, and they just say GG, well played, and they try to leave.
no. And then we're gonna have to get Sagirium to just become like the guard in front of the Crystal Palace or something, and just prevent them from leaving the containment chamber because they need to get the tiebreaker.
That'd be hilarious if they think it's still best of 9. No, I know. Zoobin played a match earlier. They know it's best of 11, so it's like, all right, this is calculated. Yeah. This is calculated. No, they're fine. Surely.
Oh my god. I forgot Zoobin played a match earlier. What the hell?
We literally, like, I forgot while I was saying that. Like, wait a second. They played earlier this weekend. What am I saying?
Yeah.
Oh well. It's been a long match.
It's been a long day. I have to go shopping right after this match as well, but that aside, final quarter of the map goes in. Mini Egg is doing what they can. Over 1,000 combo. He's actually awake! Oh my god!
Yeah, I mean, they're holding on to the FC. I mean, this was... Oh, never mind.
No!
This was what I was expecting the matchup to kind of be like, where it was like, okay, cool, yeah, no, it's gonna be like 99s both places. It just comes down to who can avoid the misses. Oh well, but 3 to 4. What? 1, 2, 4 more maps potentially left.
Yeah. Bro, I can't believe Mini Egg missed on that, like how the artist in the background forgot to put pupils on the girl in the background, but...
It's a style.
Oh yeah, it is. Sorry, I'm just not used to seeing white eyes. They... Okay. Sorry, I just feel stupid.
No, that is A-okay. But...
Yeah.
All right. Next pick going to Zoobin.
All eyes are white. Bro, I meant the pupils!
See, this is why I never look at Twitch chat during matches. They don't exist to me while I'm in here. So I can't see them making fun of me while I'm doing this. Because I know I've said my fair share of dumb things in the last 5 years.
Bro. I mean, I don't know. I only started picking up on it recently because I thought it would be funny. He meant the Azure... Bro, joke official, you are not funny. Take your Kappa back to... Take your Kappa emoji back to the freaking shelves, bro. Like, I'm sorry. Like...
Alright. Going for Hybrid 2 here.
Oh, they picked Revoxy. Okay, let's go. Funny song.
Yeah, this one's pretty hard, all things considered.
Yeah, Revoxy is a really hard map. The song itself is literally just difficult. I've seen it like everywhere in the past 5 years because of some random mapping contest that I remember that didn't really exist. It was just for a random Robeats custom server at like 5 years ago. So that's how I found the song, and I just remember it has a slowdown section and then it goes back up for like some melodic section. There's a ranked map of the song as well that like came out like years ago. Then Ikaruga Rex became a featured artist like later after that. I think it was last year or something. Yeah, this looks relatively straightforward, this map. It's just alternating streams between Rice and Ellen. Mini Egg is doing a pretty good job of being able to act it so far. Zoobin, on the other hand, yeah,
Aiden. I mean, this is less hard to read through as opposed to like Flashlight, but the fact that they're not adjusting their scroll speed to compensate for fade-in is demented behavior. Would not recommend, because it is very fast at the end of the day. It was close for like a couple of seconds at the beginning, but unless Mini Egg just completely spikes some of these sections, not a lot of room for Zoobin to maybe make their way back into this. That being said, the highest accuracy we've seen from them in a while with all these visual mods, so we'll have to wait and see if they can climb back up to that S rank.
Yeah, indeed, and so far it does look like Mini Egg is doing a really good job being able to act still. It's just kind of throwing some blunders here and there on the slowdown section, not kind of expecting it first thing, but they're still doing enough to be able to just like basically just get the point if all things just remain the way that they are. Zoobin4 do what they can to at least reach above the S rank range, but it's getting a little dicey with how the fade and just doesn't really allow him to view the rest of the playfield. Then again, I have no idea how things look from Zoobin's end. I mean, I know what it looks like from Miniag's end because I've like seen him stream before. I'm not entirely sure about Zoobin though. On the other hand,
yeah, I imagine it's a little jarring, maybe, but we get into the last quarter of the map here, and I mean, all things said, it's gonna be square here, 4-4. We'll see if they continue to stick, or if we effectively get a best of 3 of something resembling like a tiny bit of seriousness. We'll see. It's one of those. It's weird watching players do this, and it was funny when it was both of them doing it, but now it's kind of like, all right, we've had our fun. They can keep doing it if they want to. It's not us to stop them, as long as they don't use Hard Rock or Easy. But I mean, we'll see. 4-4, gonna be Mini Egg to pick once again. Only a couple maps left. They haven't touched the LNs. I don't think they want to because those are the longest maps in the pool, and they're not. Rice too.
Yep. All right. Definitely a bit of an expected pick. This is probably arguably one of the easier Rice maps, I'd say. Like, just having seen a bit of everything else in the map pool. But the fact that we're taking this into a best of 3 situation right now is going to be insane. And we're literally going to take this tournament to Evo with this one. This is just insane. Like, there's no way it's just suddenly a best of 3. So if it does end up becoming a serious match, like for these final potential 3 maps, if we do end up seeing a tiebreaker, then that's going to be that's going to be a statement and a half to say to make in this tournament.
We'll have to wait and see. We'll see what the playfields look like once we load into this.
Yeah.
All right, she was on the other foot. Now it's Mini Egg's turn for the flashlight. Let's see how they do on this.
Oh, Zoobin full on just said it's on his mom said it's my turn on the Xbox. There's just no way, bro.
Hey, we'll have to wait and see. Did Mini Egg adjust the scroll speed? Maybe. It's so slow.
Yeah. Nah, it should still be doable for him, yeah.
And it's like, they're no stranger to playing SV charts, right? Like, they're not...
Yeah.
They're one of the, like, rare SV enjoyers that we have, so it's like... I imagine this isn't as jarring as one might expect. It is hurting their accuracy, because they're having to kind of read some of those compressed streams. Like just raw, but I mean 97%. Like they're putting in an effort with the mod, so gotta commend them for that.
Yeah, definitely an effort and a half from MiniXC, just seeing wherever you can play with the flashlight. So the fact that it's really just Zoobin in the driver's seat, just based off the fact that he's actually just playing this map raw without any mods or anything, besides from Mirror, albeit that doesn't really do anything, don't tell anyone. He's still doing what he can to at least keep the scoreline relatively close, even with the blunders that we just see. But that's just human error based off the fact that, well, he took this upon himself. Like,
yeah. I mean,
like, I was gonna say here.
Yeah, I was gonna say to the point of Mirror, it doesn't do anything in one key. The only thing it does is it sometimes flips the seals around. So that's really all it can do. Like for us, for them rather that are playing, it doesn't do anything. For us, it like I said, it flips the seals.
Oh my god!
And they're both playing with Mirror, so this works. So.
Oh my god!
Once the playfield, once we get to the results screen, it'll work. Oh, good! It even flips the player perspective, so it's like a full flip. There's still a quarter of the map left to go here. Zoobin's still very much in the lead here. But yeah, that's what Mirror can do, for us at least.
Right, I see. Alright, that feels very informative. Yeah.
There is an Easter egg if there's ever what was that one map? That was a map in JOKE4 that replaces the seals with bunnies, but that map's way too easy for these pools. So we'll never get to see it again.
Aww. The title of the song is literally how I feel just hearing that information. Just
fitting.
Yeah, like I wasn't even there for that. I mean, I was alive during that point, but I didn't even know that it happened until like years after. Like,
yeah,
that's just how I feel about most tournaments. Like, that's literally why I full on miss Speed of Life 3, and that's literally like the tournament that everyone like says is like the best thing in existence because the map pools were good. But I don't know. Like, I wasn't even there. I didn't know what happened there.
A lot. I was there and I barely remember it. LN2 going to pick.
LN2. Oh my god. The mini.
Yay! By force, they have to pick LN. So they're gonna go live in life. Yeah.
Cheat Code's VIP is unfortunately not gonna be played. That is Lilas J map. Actually no, that was the final remaining J map we had in the map pool, and now we're just going straight for Live in Life, the more stream swing oriented LN alternative map. It's kind of like similar to what we saw in Revixy. Only difference is that it's basically just jazz drums, like just swung. So the rhythm and the groove are kind of like all over the place, but if you have that intact, then you should be pretty much all set for that one specifically. That was basically one of the few maps that I thought Mini Egg would like strive off of if it did come down to the scenario where both these players were kind of taking it seriously. But I guess at this point we'll just have to see what both these players do, because it's either Mini Egg wins this or Zoom is just gonna like go right for the semis. Like,
yeah. I mean, I feel like it really just comes down to what we see on the playfield. It's not up to. It's not really up for us to decide or speculate on at this point. It's really just in the hands of the players of what they decide to do. So, we shall see. I wish we could see like the pre-match prep where you can see like them choosing their mods and stuff, but unfortunately we can't. So no visual mods. That's good. Scroll speed stuff. Gotta see how fast these arrows go down. Zoobin's is pretty fast. That looks pretty normal. Oh,
what?
All right, they're just. Oh, they messed with their offset.
Oh no!
They're gonna try. I think they were gonna try and low-ack FC it, but that's my guess. The fact that they went back to center UR bar tells me that they're probably trying to guarantee it goes to tiebreaker, is my guess. So,
yeah.
I mean, like I said, mutual consent, go for it. Who are we to judge?
Honestly, I don't know. We're just spectators merely.
Yeah, at the end of the day, that's all we are. It's their life. They can live how they want it. Kind of ironic that the name of the song is there. That was unintentional. But if they want to do this, I mean, can't really stop them. They're not breaking any rules. So
yeah,
have at it.
Yeah, more or less. But
now if they lock in for the tiebreaker, that'd be kind of cool. But we'll just have to wait and see. Cause again, they decide how seriously they want to take this.
Yeah, exactly. It's literally as if like, for some reason, for part of me feels like this was all just like improvised. Like I didn't even know if this was like fully planned or if they're just like purposefully like just doing it, but they're just kind of trying to figure out things on the way.
It would not surprise me in the slightest if like I said, if they were just in a VC, kind of just shooting the breeze while playing this match. These guys know each other so well, as like I imagine you and like Spanner Dude as well. all know each other well enough that it's like, this probably doesn't register on the Richter scale of surprise for things that they would try and do. So, I mean, like I said, if it was a one-sided affair, it'd be a completely different story. But the fact that they're both in on it is, I mean, it's funny. I had a good laugh going through it, seeing all the visual mods and all the little shenanigans at the beginning. But like I said, it's you make your own experience in these tournaments, and we have to say goodbye to one of these guys, which is the thing that sucks about it, because they're both really good. They're both really good at one key. So whether they decided beforehand the preconceived notions of who's better, or if they were just gonna settle it on the tiebreaker, because in a normal matchup it'd be, I don't want to say it'd be one-sided, but I imagine the suspense of going through 6 maps and having it go one single way would be kind of anticlimactic. So, I mean, overall, no harm, no foul at the end of the day. At least in my opinion. So
Yep. And I mean, honestly, there isn't really much for me to say here at this point. It's just we've gone through pretty much the entire map pool, and Maniac's winning this map. This score lead is just nigh unrecoverable for the end of Zoobin playing with the offset. So
990. That's not bad. Ooh. Like an actual really good score. 200s. It's LN. Minieg is really good at LN when all is said and done. Yay, we're going to tiebreaker.
Hell yeah. Let's go. Come on. The one tiebreaker of the semis bracket.
Yay. I don't care how we got here. I'm just glad we get to see it. I will say, whether or not either of them decide to take it seriously, it really doesn't matter. Can they call timeout? Yeah, they can actually call timeout. Especially if it's a tiebreaker. Oh, they need to re-warm up. All right, they're gonna. Okay, are they actually gonna lock in? This is fitting. I feel like they're gonna handshake, be like, all right, may the best person win on this, and we just go about our business. So, 2 minutes for the pick, 2 minutes for the timeout, and we'll just have to wait and see. I haven't actually seen the tiebreaker, but knowing how Sparks likes to map tiebreakers, this is probably close to Grand Finals level on the map pool scale, which is fitting. There's going to be a lot of really intrusive patterning. We're probably going to start seeing like really fast 1/8, maybe even like 1/12 snappings, where it's just so highly compressed in terms of the bursts that very few people can comfortably get through them, especially if they're elongated. Like, very long streams of those could cap out at close to like 360 BPM on something like this. So on a physicality scale, I give it to Zoobin, but I wouldn't count out Minieg if both of them decide to take this seriously.
Yeah, I know for a fact that Minieg is really good when it comes to LN hybrids and 4 key as well. So, especially as we have seen in 1 key as well, it's pretty much translated like really well across the previous few iterations that we've seen him shine a little more than back in the first iteration that he played in, as you mentioned, like quite a while ago, Sparky. So
yeah,
I'm pretty much in the same boat as you here in terms of like not having seen the tiebreaker, but like knowing the song itself, I know that Kikuo is definitely one of those more abstract Vocaloid artists, so to say. So
yeah,
knowing that the song is basically 6 minutes of length, there is a lot of room for basically anything to happen within the song. And I just know that it's pretty much avant-garde in a way that it just kind of incorporates a lot of elements and influences from like just anywhere, more or less. So it's going to be really interesting to see how this tiebreaker would have gone if both these players are actually going to take it a little seriously for this one. Because, you know, they had the fun for pretty much every other map Miniac kind of just woke up and started taking the maps a little seriously in comparison to Zoobin4 the rest of the maps that he played, but I mean, who knows? We'll just have to see, like, when the time comes in just a few minutes from now.
Absolutely. So, right now, just waiting on the timeout to elapse. We'll be getting into this tiebreaker before too long. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter how we got here. But, like I said, for I guess from a viewing experience, it'd be nice to see both these players just go all out on this to try and get a good score on this, because I mean, next week is going to be pretty hard. Winner of this match takes on Maddie, I believe. So
yeah,
for what it's worth, they can see Zoobin scores against minus if they want a kind of estimate as to how seriously Zoobin took this pool. Miniag, towards the end of this match, I think we started to see what they were made of on some of the picks. The fact that they can kind of mess around, still get like a 970, and still close to V1SS the LN maps. Should give a clear indication of like, okay, these two can basically still like 990k everything under the sun. So yeah, good knowledge for what it's worth. I know the other matchup for finals weekend in the losers bracket is Spanner Dude versus Peaceful. So that one should also be pretty interesting. I feel like of the conglomerate of like South Korean, Japanese players, I think Peaceful being the newest one on the scene could be something to, I don't want to say expose, but like I guess the experience of like ultra late game 1 key might get put to the sword a little bit, especially with how good Spanner Dude is. So that would be an interesting matchup.
Yeah, from what I can see on the bracket here, there's a lot of really interesting matches just waiting to be played out for when we get to the final weekend in just about the next week or so. So we have, of course, one of these players having to face off against Sleepy Maddie, and then whoever wins in that matchup is going to have to face between Spanner Dude, aka Take Momentum, or Peaceful. So that again is going to be a really interesting match, whether we are going to be seeing those matches be taken seriously. And then over in the winners bracket, we have Rapesy up against HZ404. So that is also yet another interesting match. Guaranteed top 3 right there, as everyone else is going to be fighting the top 3 placement in this tournament. So that's going to be, there's a lot of like really interesting matches just waiting to be played out for the late game in this tournament. We'll just have to see like how this tiebreaker goes to be able to dictate who exactly is going to be transferring over into that top 6 category, because at that point, this is where the real bloodshed starts to happen. This is where you're going to really have to become literal Doom guy, just ripping and tearing until it's done. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Absolutely. So, with all that out of the way, for better or for worse, we have arrived at the tiebreaker. It is Miniag and Zoobin fighting for their tournament lives. Winner faces Maddie in finals. Losers finals next weekend. And it looks like we aren't going to get any shenanigans. This is both of these guys at their full power. No visual mods, no scroll speed shenanigans, no offset shenanigans. And just a pure slugfest to the end here.
Yep, a roll 6 minutes. That is a true testament as to what both these players are going to be capable of. This is basically what we get of the potential Hall of the Maps. Mini are going to be taking the first miss right there. 5,000 points instantly go into the favor of Zoobin for the time being, going into this more technical section where we have a lot of these insanely fast bursts going into really tight lens streams and also really fast rice bursts in general. Mini are going to be continuing to find fault in them, as Zoobin is just going to simply capitalize off the physicality that these types of powers are going to be requiring.
Yeah, just a rough go of that earlier section. Zoobin finally finding a break of their own, losing quite a bit of accuracy in the grand scheme of things as well, but paling in comparison to the amount of damage that Miniag took going through that first real major key eye section. Building back up to that 400 combo cap, going to be able to stem some of the bleeding here, but already capitulating about 15,000 points as we continue on. A synchronized miss from both of them. Zoobin managing to stave off the worst of the damage and picking up about 4,000 extra points there from the misses from Miniegg. A couple of slider breaks, the transitional moments really catching on Miniegg here as we continue through the first quarter of the map.
Yeah, this glitch hop oriented section is just really hard to really focus on transitioning when it comes to some of the patterns that it endeavors in. Just the fact that you have a lot of these insanely fast bursts as you would have seen at the previous sections, but this song basically just kind of plays around with that concept and just utilizes it to throw everyone off when going into a map like this. But so far, it's been turning out a little more well in the favor of Zoobin than it has for Miniegg thus far. 25,000 points remain in the favor of Zoobin for the time being, as Miniegg still has quite a bit to catch up on for the next 2/3 of the map. As only the first third of the map gone, and there's still a lot remaining, whether we see Sparks' tomfoolery coming into play here, or we're just gonna have to see the two players just messing with his mind here, because there isn't really much left that we got of the semifinals. This is the final match that we got before we have the finals showcase come on for this weekend, really.
Yeah, and I mean, this section just absolutely diabolical with the transitional moments. Just a bunch of 1-6 bursts to doublets. Miniegg not having the best of times, reading their way through it. Just, it feels like once they get into the streams, there might be just overhitting some of them to compensate. Maybe just taking them a little too fast at the end of the day, but taking a healthy chunk of damage down into that 97% range. Zoobin starting to find a couple misses of their own. I mean, this is still a very hard map at the end of the day, but still nursing about a 45,000 point cushion with half the map left to go here. I mean, still all to play for, but I feel like this is a case of one player just being more comfortable with the difficulty than the other in this regard.
Yeah, exactly. Like you were saying, it does look like both these players pretty much have everything intact. It's just really just down to the physicality, I think. What am I even saying?
Yeah.
Sorry, my throat is like pretty unclear. I ran out of hot water, so I'm just gonna have to like go through the rest of the match roll. But final third of the map comes in. Zoobin dropped their score a bit down under the 40,000 score mark, so a little lower than earlier, but Miniegg is just about approaching the combo cap going into the next quarter, as we have this really elongated LN, basically just longer than the freaking London Bridge or something that has fallen down like quite a long time ago, maybe. But
it's like that's a Percy check outline if I've ever seen one.
Yeah.
That's one of those that just snaps off in the midway point, and you just gotta hope that you remember. But both of them passing that,
Yeah.
making our way to the last quarter of the map. Very suspenseful build up here.
Yeah. For a serious pick as this is where the nerves, I'd imagine, would have to really start boiling down into the waters of the pan that's just above the hub, as both these players are doing what they can. They are following the build-up, as getting insanely technical from what we can see. They're to bring you back into the swing of things. Zoobin still finding what they can. Miniegg drops once more as Zoobin continues to try and combo as many of these technical patterns as possible, choking right there. Miniegg trades it right back, however, it's not going to allow any score impact to be made for the time being. Going into the final 8, the clock on the top left of the screen points at 11. There is not much time left on the board, as we have yet to see Zoobin do what they can to FC, but now it's pretty much done it at this point.
Yeah, very little in terms of recourse for making it back. A tempo change to top things all off, but I think there was but one potential outcome for this. Zoobin, our 9th seed, for odd reasons, showing that they are more than capable of handling stuff like this. Miniegg put up a valiant effort for what it was worth when all was said and done, but Zoobin will be punching their ticket into losers finals, going to be taking on Maddie next weekend to try their best to make it a showdown against their countrymen if they can get past Peaceful. And knocking Miniegg out of the tournament just short of the finals. I mean, again, I'll say it again. It sucks that we have to say goodbye to one of these two players because boy, are they really good. But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, one of them's got to advance, and it is going to be Zoobin. So, with that being said, that will do it for the semifinals weekend. The matchups are decided. The winners finals matchup is going to be Grape Tea versus Hearts 404, and the two losers bracket matches have already been decided. And I mean, there's only one thing left to do here. We need to set up for it on the back end, but it's gotta be the finals map pool showcase. We've got more maps to torture these guys with, and I, for one, am excited to see what is in store here. Epic Man, you got anything else left to add? We don't have a time for it yet, but as soon as we do have a time decided, we'll be sure to let everybody know in the Discord, so that we can all see what is to come. But you have anything else left to add before we close things out here?
I mean, honestly, I'm not so sure because the match pretty much basically speaks for itself here. Just a match where everyone's just having fun, and then Zoobin's gonna have to like snap back to reality in the next round, and then just realize that the map pools are just getting a lot harder. And then he's gonna look at the rice pool, and he's just gonna realize, oh, that's Gore, my comfort character. Oh no!
no. What they're gonna do is they're gonna look at the finals rice map pool and be like, oh, can I still double time this? And just have at it. Because they seem to love double timing everything.
As well.
Absolutely. So I look forward to seeing what they can do. I imagine back to business next weekend, but until then, we'll say our goodbyes for now, and we'll catch you guys later.
Bye bye.